Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today we are on the last 8 minutes of the PCC People's Champion, which is Saint Mick versus the Boogeyman. I of course chose Saint Mick. We are currently at rank 3,331. I was ranked 3,333 right before I did that last game there. And we're just going to keep playing for the last 8 minutes here and see what rank we can get by the end of this. Of course, we're using our limited edition The Rock that we got from the campaign mode. Instead of forgetting what the name of campaign mode was called. And of course there is videos and a live stream of me doing that if you want to watch that, if you haven't seen it already. Also, we are going to be giving a free giveaway, a free battle pass, if we can reach 6,000 subscribers before Christmas, and everyone in the Grand Cat Grand Fleet will have a chance at that. So if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, now is an excellent time to do so. It would also make me very happy, and would be a wonderful Christmas present for Big Old Grand Cat, as well as a Christmas present for potentially every single one of you out there. The way I will be giving out... Oh, we have our rarity draft pool as well. The way I'll be giving out the battle pass is I will be doing a live stream of a quiz, a wrestling quiz, and whoever does the best in the quiz will get the battle pass. And if you've already got the Jimmy Uso battle pass, then you can wait until the next battle pass comes out, and I will get you that one instead, which might even be Royal Rumble tier. But only if we hit 6,000 subscribers before Christmas Day. It is of course the 23rd of December right now, and I believe we have around 140 people left to subscribe. We are currently at 5,860. So we do need just a few more people to put the name of the Grand Cat out there and get those little subscription buttons pressed. Remember, it is entirely free to subscribe. There isn't any paid subscription or anything here. Just click that little subscribe button. Get your grandparents to do it, get your parents to do it, get your brothers, your sisters, your cats, your dogs, your goldfish, your children, their children, and whoever else you can find. Also get your enemies to subscribe, because those guys will do anything so long as you stop talking to them. Say, hey, I will leave you alone for 5 days if you go and subscribe to the Grand Cat, and they will subscribe faster than anyone else on the planet. My goodness. I still have a little bit of a cough from earlier in the week. But actually I think it's been going on 2 weeks now, if I'm honest. We have around about 5 minutes left. It just changed 5 minutes there. I'm watching the clock on my laptop while I'm also playing. And I think for the last 5 minutes we're just going to keep playing as many matches as we possibly can. So we're not going to be opening the draft picks. My goal today was to be in the top 5,000. When I woke up this morning I was ranked 6,000, and I've been grinding through the entire day, and we've managed to make our way back up to 3,300, which I think is pretty good. Also, you may have noticed that I am using big old Saint Mick as my avatar down here with the big old Grand Cat, and that is not the Saint Mick from this event. That is from a previous event card, which I believe was all the way back in Titan tier, which I think was Season 4. I think that was the first Saint Mick card that we had. So that is what I have been using, and probably will continue to use until Christmas. And then maybe Boxing Day we'll maybe go for someone else. Maybe Boxing Day we'll put in Muhammad Ali or something. I'm not even sure if you can put Muhammad Ali as a profile picture. We do have a Muhammad Ali, but he's a support card. He increases speed. But there is the Saint Mick that I am using. There you can see him once again right there. I'll just start with a rock. Oh my goodness. There's less than 4 minutes left in the event, which I am very, very grateful for because I am sick and tired of playing PCC. I've always said that these events don't need to be 4 days long. I think 2 days is more than sufficient. 4 days is just far too long to expect people to just continue to grind for the entire time. But we will definitely be getting a Saint Mick out of this. 2.5 minutes remaining. You can see the pressing of the buttons here. Little dots on the screen. That's my finger presses. Okay, we're going to start off with Charlotte Flair. Named after Charlotte, North Carolina. I almost said Coraline, which is a movie, I believe. I've never seen it, but I've heard good things about it. I think it's maybe a Tim Burton movie. I think it's the same premise as Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of those kids' movies with a kind of horror theme to it. And with only 1.5 minutes left, it has decided to stop me here. It's doing its best to prevent me from getting a higher number. Also, I've played this event entirely for free. It is entirely free to play. I have not spent any money on pick doublers at all. And yes, all my cards are all left and right arrows so that they can all tag with each other. I do have better cards than that Sami Zayn. It's just that I am choosing to use just left and right arrows so that I win as many matches as possible. And I think I am currently going undefeated in this event as well. I think most people are. I think it's quite an easy event to do. "30 seconds remaining. So I think we can get one last match in. One last match at best. And we're going to be cutting it down to the wire, I imagine. I think it might try and kick us out. And that should be the event finished now. They said there the event ended. I saw that right at the end there. Event ended. We've got 15 draft picks. So let's see. We should get a free Legion Rare out of this. And it is the Miz, Mick Mizanin himself. And we've now got a pick doubler, I believe, for Team Ring Domination, which should be starting right now. So we'll leave the Miz, and let's dust the rest of this. And, oh, well, it says tap to play. No, the event has ended. Okay, and let's see. We were 768 wins with 0 losses. We were ranked 3,335, it says. Now, that number might change a little bit over the next couple of moments. It's Team Road to Glory, and it's going to give us a Bailey this time. And that Bailey Legion is a fortified one, I believe. So there is Jada Parker, Nia Jax, Thea Hale, Lola Vice, Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and then, of course, finally Bailey, who I think... No, not all of them were in the Royal Rumble. I know that Bailey had set the longest time for a female in a Royal Rumble earlier this year. I think it was just over an hour. I want to say an hour and 3 minutes. But I can't remember the exact time. But it's something around that point, I'm pretty sure. I know that it was a monumental thing. Now, let me just take a quick look here at our male right arrows. So we can fortify this Miz, however, I think Saint Mick is also a right arrow, which means that he should surpass the Miz, so I don't think it's actually worth our while to fortify this Miz. We would rather keep the Xavier Woods, because Xavier Woods also helps with the boom mode, so I think that is more prevalent. Because if we look at our deck here, Xavier Woods gives minus 157 to the enemy. I'm hoping that Saint Mick is going to do some minus power to the enemy as well. And let me just check, I think Saint Mick is a right arrow. I just want to be absolutely sure. He is indeed. There is what Saint Mick is going to look like. Of course, we are not ranked number 1. Whereabouts are we going to be? We're at 3,330. Yep, there we are. So if we managed to get just under 3,314, we would have been one little rank higher. But unfortunately, we are this one. There isn't that much difference. It is, the speed goes from 7,005 to 7,044, which is a little bit of a jump. And toughness goes from 8,851 to 8,901, so it does go up by about 50 each point every time. And there is what the Boogeyman would have looked like, but because Saint Mick has, of course, won here, it means that everyone's going to get a Saint Mick instead. And we should be getting those rewards fairly soon, I imagine. In the meantime, I think I'm going to do a little bit of Team Road to Glory. And of course, we do have minimum requirements in our team, and if you want to join a top tier team like ours, the minimum requirement, oh my goodness, I was attacked by a cough, is 150 points, which is easy enough to do. It is winning 30 games at +5, or it is winning 15 games at +10, and we just got a point doubler there, so I'm just going to jump into this one very quickly. And we have tag team match, which should have no problems with. Of course, the team is very, very strong. It's filled with double heroics and high-ranking event cards and limited editions like The Rock. I think that's a single Rhea Ripley. Someone's going to need to be shouted at for that. They should not be trading their cards in this event. There's a couple of Ultimate Warriors from the main event. Those are SE Special Editions. And there's a third double heroic Uncle Howdy. I think this one might be mine because it's the same image that I use. That's a very rude Andrade. It is just a single, it is not a pro. I think someone is trying to train their cards in the team, which is a no-go. That is not allowed. It's very, very rude. And there is a limited edition Liv Morgan as well. She is feral, but she is stronger than quite a few of the Legion pros. So this next one is a double heroic Uncle Howdy, and then we've got a single heroic Uncle Howdy. Someone didn't get quite the double heroic on that one. And then a tag team of gobbledygookers to finish this off. And there we go. So I think that is going to be it for this little video, folks, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. I'll make a separate video when the rewards come in. When the rewards come in, they will just go right up here and go into your rewards, and this is where they're going to show up. And if you picked Saint Mick, you're also going to get a bonus reward for choosing the champion that won as well. But that is going to be it for this little video, folks, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out, including this brand new We've Been Good quest, which is going to give you a Mrs. Claus as well, which is very, very cool. So we need to play 50 events or Money in the Banks. We need to acquire 25 snowflakes. Acquire a card of Feral rarity or higher 20 times, play a game of Boom 50 times, and reset the draft board 75 times, which is significantly easier than the previous quest that we had, which was to get the Macho Man Randy Savage as the Snowman, which unfortunately we didn't get because it was impossible to get 30 treats. At least not within the time limit that we had left, because if the event had ended after this ended, I would have grinded through the PvP to get the treats rewards from here. That we get 5 from there and 15 from there. But in order to get 30, you need to get into the highest tier in order to grab that. So I don't know many people that actually got that Macho Man reward, unfortunately. But I think the Mrs. Claus sounds a lot more plausible to try and get hold of as well. And you can get a fortified one. Of course, I've already got one from... I got one from the Present Passer, which you get if you max this out. That gives you your first Mrs. Claus. And the second one you can get from the Holiday Collection. And if you manage to get all 100 of the presents, that's going to give you a Mrs. Claus. And of course, this quest is going to give you another Mrs. Claus, which is going to be a fortified one if you manage to complete everything. But it's also still possible to just get a pro Mrs. Claus, which I'm sure will probably be one of the best females in the current era of Legion, because it's going to be an SE special edition of Mrs. Claus. It's going to be a down arrow, which is of course very well needed because currently the only other down arrow for Legion tier is Tiffany Stratton. It's the only female down arrow for some strange reason. So Mrs. Claus is going to help out quite a bit, I imagine. It's going to help a lot of people get through campaign mode. It's going to help people just with the game in general. But that is going to be it for this little video, folks, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.